It's Carmen Banana with another wonderful recipe. And today I have for you banana dreams. Oh, honey, this recipe is going to put the dreams back into your life. But the first thing you have to do is to turn on the wok. And of course, once again, we're using our tried and true portable wok. You know what our motto is? Walk with the wok. It'll go anywhere you want to go. Okay, now what you do first of all is just start adding ingredients. And of course, first of all is the sugar, which comes to 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now, with Banana Dreams, it's a lot of sugar, but you know, sometimes you just have to use a lot. Now what you do, see, I can already smell it starting to cook. That's the nice thing about the wok, is that it really starts heating up real fast. Okay, now what you do is add the flour, and this isn't very much flour. It's only 3 tablespoons of flour, and stir that up a little bit. Okay, how does this look now? Now the third thing you add to this little mixture is some cornstarch. Now keep stirring this a little while and add in the milk. Now the recipe calls for 3 cups of milk, so you add it fairly slowly. So I'm starting with 2 cups first of all, and just give this a good stir. Now always stir when you add in the milk. Okay, here comes the fun part. Okay. Now make sure you have the wok on nice and hot, and add 1 more cup of milk. Now this is going to have to cook for some time because it hasn't even come to a boil yet. So while we're waiting for the wok to start cooking our Banana Dreams, let's have our friends come in, Chris and Celia.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What I'd like to begin with today will be juggling 3 razor-sharp caning machetes and reciting a poem of great significance. So pay attention. There's the juggling, and here comes the poem. Unto each is given a bag of tools, a shapeless mass and a book of rules. And before your life is flown, you must either build a stumbling block or a stepping stone. Thank you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce to you my lovely assistant, Celia. Thank you, dear. It has been written that every game contains the element of death. Therefore, every show should contain an element of danger. Welcome to the danger portion of our show. At this time, what we'd like to do for you involves 1 razor-sharp machete and a cucumber, a very popular member of the vegetable family. I am going to take this 9-inch cucumber and place it...
6.5.
But that's not the way we did it in rehearsal.
I know. I don't like what we did in rehearsal.
This is live. This is our only chance. What are you doing to me? It's come to my attention that my lovely assistant, Celia, is not interested in doing the cucumber portion of our show. So, I would like to move on. I have here a business card, ordinary. The target. What I will do...
You got the 3 knives.
Oh, 3 knives. What I'm going to do is take 1 of 3... What?
It slipped.
3 knives. 3.
Yeah. Okay.
3 knives. With 1 of these 3 knives, I shall pierce the ordinary business card.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm consistent.
How about 6?
With 6 knives. With 1 of the 6 knives, I will pierce the ordinary business card. Ha-ha, got it.
It's about time.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I'm ready to move on to something even more dangerous than a business card. As soon as my lovely assistant comes over here. Thank you, dear. I'm never going to Kelly Girls for help again. All right, now, where shall I throw the first 3 knives, dear?
You don't remember?
This is live. What are you doing to me? Thank you. Step in, please. This is known as locking in the target. Now she has nowhere to go. Stand up straight, please. Thank you. Isn't she great? Thank you.
Can I go now?
Yes.
Wasn't that unbelievable? Boy, I tell you, every time I look at a knife, I'm going to be thinking of those two. Okay, now, while you were gone, I don't know if you can see our little banana dreams yet, but it's definitely is getting nice and thick, see? Now, I know no one has thought that they've ever been able to cook banana dreams in a wok, but you know, you can do a regular saucepan if you want to. Some people even like to use a double boiler. Just use anything you want to. Let me make sure this is nice and low, because with my other hand now, what I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to be stirring with one hand and cracking eggs with the other. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let me just do this real fast. Break the egg. Oh, there went that part of the egg. Okay, break. Oops. Oh, well. That's all right. Don't worry, folks. Okay, now go back over here and quickly stir. I thought I was going to be a little bit more ambidextrous and stir and crack at the same time, but forget it. It just didn't work. Okay, now you have slightly beaten eggs. Okay, slightly beaten. Okay, now how is this looking? It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Okay, now let me make sure I have everything in the recipe that goes. Okay, now what you do, I'm just going to cook this a little bit longer. See, it really is beginning to cook on the bottom right here, so that's where you want it to do. And of course, you have to continually stir so that the thing doesn't just clog up and just turn to glue. Okay, so just keep stirring. You know, we've all done that before. It's the nice thing about the wok is that it does cook a little on the slow side. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit so it'll cook faster. I can already smell the sugar and the milk. Oh boy, this is really smelling delicious. Now, let's see how much thicker we need this. I think that's going to be pretty good, don't you? Let's see. Look at this. Can you get a good view of this? That looks like it's going to work. Okay, so now what you do is you pour this into, not going to be easy. Okay, oops, oh, there went on the table. But just pour this into the eggs. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off because you know what, we don't want it just to continue cooking, I mean. Okay, now stir it up a little bit. Boy, this is going to be good. Okay, now what you do is you add your vanilla. And, you know, it says a tablespoon or so, but I feel that you just can't have too much vanilla. Okay, stir in the vanilla. We love the way that tastes. And now what you do is pour in a little salt. And you know what we always say with salt? Pour in a little salt. And what do you do when you get ready to throw it in? You throw it over your shoulders and make a wish, because we don't need all that much salt, you know. Just throw it over your shoulders and make a wish. And you know what my wish is? The same wish I always had. My wish is I could give all of my fans out there in Banana Land a great big banana kiss. Ooh, I get so excited when I cook. Okay, now let's go on with the cooking. I know you think this is going to take forever, but, you know, sometimes it just seems that way. Okay, now put the entire mixture back into the wok. Out of the saucepan, into the wok. Okay, now it's really beginning to look like banana dreams. Okay, now turn the wok on again. What did people do before woks? Okay, now this needs to cook about 2 more minutes. Well, a little bit longer than that. It needs to cook a little bit longer. And while this is cooking, I want you to meet another friend of mine, Bruce, who is going to show you how to tie a knot with one hand. And here's one person more strung out on bananas than me.
Thank you, Carmen. My name is Bruce Cate. I've been here at the Cosmic Goose Juggling Farm for over 10 years, where I've been a social director, I've been a parking lot attendant, I've been involved with past life experiences, career counseling, and recommended diets on holidays when all the stores are closed. Now, I've come a long way, and I've brought with me the latest item from the Cosmic Goose Juggling Farm. It's the easy-to-carry Mr. String. I made it easy on everybody, including myself, with the Mr. String kit, the art of throwing a knot with only one hand. It includes one Mr. String, the booklet, and a Mr. String MasterCard. Now, with the Mr. String kit, you get the secret instructions, and with fluid-like ease, it starts you out slow with the clue, this is you. Hold the string like this. Now roll a loop down the string and simultaneously pop the end of the string through the loop. All of that is impossible unless you can do it with fluid-like ease. You're going to end up in this knot. You're going to end up in other knots. You're going to be confused. You're going to wonder, how did I do it? What is it? Should I show anybody? It's in the booklet. The different knots you'll cite are the normal knot, the cosmic knot. That's the knot we named after the farm. There's the slip knot. Then there's the illusionary knot. Now, the illusionary knot is not a real knot. Remember, do not count the illusionary when you are going for your mastership. It's all explained in the booklet. To be a master, you have to throw 3 in a row. An illusionary is not a real knot. Do not count it for your mastership. Your Mr. String MasterCard demands honesty, sincerity. We're on the honor system, and besides that, if we ever catch you in line with it signed, laminated, and used as second ID, somebody's going to walk up to you and say, hey, throw me 3 in a row, and you'd better be honest about it, because it's real embarrassing if you ever get caught and you can't throw a knot on cue. There are games to play. I've invented lots of things to do, and I've even printed a few of them. One game is called Pick Up, and that's where, with fluid-like ease, you throw a knot onto an object and pick it up. There's rules to play by, ways of scoring, bonus points, penalties. Your friends will fall apart when you start Mr. String sports in their house. Have a Mr. String emergency kit for your car as extra safety equipment. Use it on those special nights out when you have it ready for a Mr. String bola. Use it in your exercise, your stretch, your massage. This is a complete booklet that starts you off in directions you never expected to go, nor do we expect that you care that you went, even when you've gotten there. There are more things Mr. String goes. Catfishing. Mr. String catfishing is a delightful event which is centrally located in your home anytime you're willing to stand up and hold a piece of string in front of your cat. Now, every cat is a master. They already know the rules. There's nothing to it. Become feline famous. Go catfishing today. You'll be surprised at how much energy your cat demands out of you. It's the Welcome to My World issue in the Mr. String booklet. And this is the story of how Mr. String creates from the very fibers of his being his own environmental consciousness changer. That is, a piece of string. He walks into a desperate situation, throws a few knots with fluid-like ease, catches everyone's attention, stops a hold-up in progress when the thief says to him, hey, let me try that. It changes the guy's life forever, just like it did me. You can get your Mr. String from the Cosmic Goose Juggling Farm. It's all of these things and more. It works for me. See what it does to you, and remember, never stand on your own string. I'm Bruce Cate from the Cosmic Goose Juggling Farm, reminding you to stand tall. You're in the string section now. Thank you.
Bruce, that was wonderful. Okay, now I want you to see how this pudding has thickened. And you can always tell when you run your spatula through and it leaves a little line, that means it's thick enough to do. So what we need to do now is put this back in the pan. Well, let me just do this right. Wiping everything off with the child cheater. You know what we call this the child cheater, because the poor babies don't have any bowl to lick. Okay, let's just dump this in like this. Now, we're just doing this so it'll cool. because, you know, even though it's still a little runny, it'll cool much better in a different pan. Okay, now we'll put this over here. And now let's get this off the cooking board, because now we go to my favorite fruit. Cook with bananas. Cook with bananas. Cook with bananas. Oh, Casa Carmen! Bananas. Cook with bananas. Cook with bananas. With bananas. Cook with bananas. Woo, I tell you, this banana dream is getting to me. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now we need to get to put the banana dreams together. Okay, so the first thing you do is take your favorite fruit and cut it into little sections like this. Little bitty lines all the way around it, just like this. And cut it up. Okay, take another banana and open it up. Now, you remember how to check a banana. If it's nice and brown, that means it's ready. If it's green or real yellow, save it for tomorrow. Okay, chop up bananas. Now, let's see how this is going to do. Next, you take a handful of vanilla wafers. Don't you love these vanilla wafers? And get your little clear dish and line the thing with vanilla wafers so that it looks nice. Okay, now put in your first layer of bananas like this. Okay, there's your first layer of bananas on top of the vanilla wafers. Okay, now put on a little bit of cream. Now don't fill it up because we aren't quite ready for you to fill it up. Now line the sides of it with vanilla wafers like this. Okay, I nearly had enough. Okay, like that. Okay, now we have the sides lined up. Now put in a few more bananas. Boy, I tell you, our crew is going to love this Banana Dreams. Okay, now put in a little bit more. Just fill the thing up. And, oh, look. Oh, boy, now put a few more on top. Okay, now do the same thing for the next dish. And while I'm cutting up the banana, okay, look at that. Boy, doesn't that look good? Now, while I'm cutting up the banana, let's put the recipe on right there. Is it somewhere up there? And that way, oops, oh boy, I tell you, these bananas are hard to peel. Okay, we got it up here? Okay, good. Now remember, the first thing you do is you use 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then you put in a little tablespoon of flour and a little cornstarch. And then you start cooking the thing. Now remember, I used a wok. But you can use a wok or a double boiler. If you use a regular saucepan like I use with this wok, you've got to stir it constantly. So you've got to be real careful so the thing just doesn't burn to a crisp. Okay, you know what to do with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Throw it over your shoulders and make a wish. And gradually add 3 cups of milk. Now, while you're cooking, go outside the house and try to find someone to throw knives at you, because that's what Carmen did. Seriously, remember, let it cook for a while and get it nice and thick. Take it off the fire, stove or wok, and add 2 eggs, beaten slightly. And while you add the eggs, slowly put in a little bit of vanilla. You know, the recipe, what does the recipe calls for? 1 1/2 tea vanilla. Well, I always like to use a little bit more than that, but use, you know, however much you want. Okay, this is ready. Okay, let's get the next one. Remember, the first thing you do is you start building your dessert. Okay, line your bowl. You know, we've all seen this 1,000 times. I'm sure we all know how to line bowls with vanilla wafers. Honey, that's the first thing they taught you. Okay, line the bowl, and then gradually put on a little bananas like this. Boy. Put on a little bit of this, of your delicious Banana Dreams. Okay, now once again. Okay, now did I get everything in the recipe? I guess I did. Okay, see how this is? Now add all of the rest of your banana. Save a little bit for the top now. Okay, boy. Okay. Oh, boy, look at this. This is going to be delicious. Ooh, boy. Okay, now add a few more bananas. Oh, now look at that. Isn't that a banana dream if you've ever seen a dream? Listen, folks, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us one more time for Carmen's Banana Cooking. Tune in next time when I'll be cooking something even better. Thank you.